Hello people, I'm Javi Kuwait. Joining us is Olina Fomina. We're going to look at Evil, the official trailer. First we're going to watch it in Tamil, and then we're going to watch it in Hindi. Here we go. Uh-oh. Watch at your own risk.
Yeah, I already like it.
That sound is already unsettling.
இந்த எலக்ட்ரோட்ஸ் நான் இப்போ உங்க பிரெயின்ல இன்சர்ட் பண்ண போறேன். லைட்டா கூசும், வலி இருக்காது. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாமா? டீப் பிரெயின் ஸ்டிமுலேஷன். இந்த சர்ஜரியில
Yeah. Oh wow.
நான் ஜெனி, இது சேரா. பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கு புதுசா குடி வந்திருக்கோம்.
What?
Wow.
ஷெஃபே,
Oh, I know.
சைக்கிக்கு வர சொல்லுங்க. எனக்கு என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு தெரியணும் டாக். உங்களை மீறி இந்த வீட்ல சில விஷயங்கள் நடக்கிறதா கர்னல் சொன்னாங்க.
ஜென்னி உடம்பு கூட கண்டிப்பா பேய் இல்லை.
சுத்தி வலிச்சு திரும்ப அந்த பொண்ணு பேர் வந்துருச்சு பாத்தியா?
I'm sorry. I paused it.
I was like, don't.
வீட்டுக்குள்ள வந்துருச்சு கிரிஷ்.
God.
Oh, jeez, that is very unsettling.
Wow.
Okay. So let's look at let's look at the Hindi version, yeah. Like, just to get a all around. Just fucking this up after.
जेनी, आंखें बंद करो. इस टिकिंग साउंड पे ध्यान दो. तुम्हें मेरे सवालों का जवाब देना है. क्या तुम्हें ये जगह पसंद नहीं है? क्या तुम वापस अपने पुराने घर जाना चाहते हो?
Oh wait, not this moment again. I can't. Am I gonna go to the bathroom?
Oh, that is so nasty. Oh,
No.
yuck.
No.
वो हमें घर से जाने को कह रही है.
So what are we dealing with if it's based on a true story? Like,
इंटरेस्टिंग होंगे.
obviously
Gonna
this.
be haunted house?
जेनी, ये सारा. हम पास वाले घर में रहने आए हैं.
Hi little girl. What are you
That
looking
girl
at?
is adorable. What is that?
It's just a very unsettling image.
उस घर में हो क्या रहा है?
A child is possessed.
I'm a brain surgeon. I'm 100% sure Jenny's not possessed.
उसने अपने मन में कुछ
I was gonna say it must be like crazy stuff if it's based on a true story.
कहानियों को सच मान रही है. डॉक्टर, एक्चुअली इसका कोई मेडिकल इलाज नहीं है.
ये एक्सॉर्सिज्म जेनी का ट्रीटमेंट ही है.
ये हमारी जेनी नहीं है. इसके अंदर कुछ और है.
जो कुछ भी हो रहा है. I need to know why it's happening.
I wonder who told that story. The house next door. Oh my god.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
Hold on. Wow.
That is super unsettling. Oh my god.
But that looks really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really good. It's like a crossover between Exorcist and The Ring. Where did that giant black pit, where did she go? What is that?
I suppose that's what reminds you of The Ring, right?
Yeah. It's just like, it looks like that pit that when she crawled out of.
Well, it's a
but-
well, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
giant well. I don't know. I've never seen a well that big in real life. It's like that size, and it's just,
Scary.
it looks more scary because of its egregious size. So Atul Kulkarni, I've talked to him on Twitter. He's a really, really nice guy. He's in that trailer. So just him being in this alone has me interested. But add on top of that, it's really well shot. It
is.
doesn't feel like what you get a lot of these days, which is just grotesque gore. It feels like
Yeah.
kind of what's that director's name that's doing all the good horror movies now?
Not
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I was
right,
thinking of Guillermo
yeah.
del Toro. I think he's the one I was thinking of. Who does the very creepy, unsettling
yeah.
horror movies. That's the feeling I get from watching this. All the angles and whatnot, and just it's more about the feeling than it is about gore in your face. Yes,
Yeah.
there is some of that, but it's more about how it stirs you
style.
emotionally. Exactly.
And even the actors, did you see the actors? Like the girl, the main girl, she's like just the way they act, it makes you like believe in what they're doing. It's just like, oh my god, like you don't even need to do much if you're genuinely scared. I'll be scared with you, girl. Like, I'm not going to that pit though. Like, it's just I'm good.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
For some reason, the imagery of the brain stuff always messes with me. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it doesn't sit well with me. Just anytime. I can deal with guts more than I can deal with brain. I don't know
And
why.
especially like sticking needles, it's just like
Yeah.
I can feel that. But more so all that thing on the toilet. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like I won't be safe to go to the bathroom. But even like I've been sitting like you know how you like project everything on yourself sometimes, and like when she sat on it, I'm just like
Yeah.
like why is this happening to me?
Um,
But I guess it's good. You know, it's good for the horror movie if you can feel it. Like you can connect with it.
You know, the irony is that you don't actually feel anything when people are prodding your brain. You don't have any senses there,
True.
like touch senses there whatsoever. That's what's like weird. It just looks messed up. It looks gross. It looks creepy and unsettling.
But from what you said, based on true story,
Yeah, when they said that, I had to imagine that it was all psychological, like it was happening in her brain, like she was having a mental breakdown. That's what I meant to say. Mental and brain, I combined it. That was the only logical explanation for me if this is based on a true story, because obviously we're not dealing with actual poltergeists, actual ghosts actually being possessed. It's all happening in her head, but it's manifesting itself in such a way for her that it's affecting everyone around her, and we're seeing it mostly from her perspective. So you're actually seeing the ghosts that she sees. You're actually
Yeah.
feeling the feelings she feels, even though no one else around her can see it. Her sitting on that toilet seeing the dead body, like that's just, I've never seen that in a movie, and that is messed up. Like
Very
the
messed
toilet
up.
is supposed to be your safe place.
your office where you do your paperwork.
It's a very private area. Like that is almost on par with this other movie I saw. I think it was called Teeth or something like that. It was about a woman who had teeth in her vagina.
Oh my
It was
God.
like
No,
that's just awful.
If you ever want to watch that trailer, don't invite me. No.
Yeah, exactly. No, I saw it already, and I was just like, why did they have to go there? And here I'm asking the same thing. Why'd they have to go there? Why'd they have to put a creepy dude on the toilet? Like, now you're always gonna, like...
Like, double check.
Exactly.
Especially you go at night, always turn on the light now. Oh my god, that's creepy. But again, like, when she was, like, possessed on the bed, was this story told by her, or was the story told by different people?
That's her
Based it on the true
perspective.
story,
I imagine
you know?
that's all her perspective.
No, but, like, they say, like, based on true story. Who told that story? Is it she lived to tell the story, or
She
other
lives to tell the
people?
story, more than likely. The end result isn't so much the point. It's more the adventure along the way and going through what she's
Yeah.
going through with her. That's more the point. Because, like Titanic, the ship sinks at the end, but she still
Yeah.
got emotionally moved by it. I imagine at the end of this, she lives through it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she doesn't, I mean, there are people who are taking down her account of her perspective of the situation and, telling it accurately. So, as far as I can tell.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's a movie too, so some things probably a little
Liberty-
more exaggerated for like.
Sure, liberties are going to be
cinematic,
taken.
yeah,
Artistic licensing will happen.
experience.
But it's still
Overall,
like the fact that someone remotely went through anything like this is, noteworthy. That's interesting that you actually had a person who was having such a major psychological disorder
Yeah.
that they were seeing horrific things. Can you imagine? Can you
No,
imagine
I don't
going
want
through
to.
that? That's horrible.
I'm probably gonna see it in my dream tonight,
it's-
so I don't have to imagine.
It's like never coming out of what you went through as a kid. Because when you're a
Mm-hmm.
kid, you imagine these things and you see them for reals. Imagine never leaving that stage of your brain. That's
terrible.
messed up. For the longest time, I thought a dinosaur was going to eat me in my bedroom. What if I still had that fear?
We would be watching trailer about your movie right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So.
Just running away from dinosaurs all over Los Angeles. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please check out Olina Fomina on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to help support the channel, go to patreon.com/JabbyKaway. There are different tiers with different rewards waiting for you, depending on how much you feel like contributing, if you do at all. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jabby Kaway. This is
Olina Fomina.
Peace out.